We have a question now from you, the audience, and this question comes from a viewer saying, what plans or how do you plan to address, or at least to begin to address, compadrismo between attorneys and judges? In a very sad situation and scary for the people of our county who go before these corrupt, unfair people.
I don't, you know, compadrismo and all that, you know, that's a word that really is, no, I know it means that, but it's kind of racially prejudicial, okay? You know, compadrismo is a Hispanic word. Compadre, the true Mexican definition of compadre is that in the absence of the parents, the godfather would take care of the children. Now, I don't know why this demeaning word was used for corruption or people that want to do favors for somebody else. Now, if you take care of my children because I am deceased and you're my compadre, that's not favoritism. That's a cultural obligation under Hispanic culture, Mexican culture. Now, what you have is a whole bunch of wheeling and dealing where some lawyers may get special treatment out of judiciary. I'm not going to say that that's happening in Hidalgo County because, one, if it is, nobody's swearing to it, and it's going to be very difficult to prove. Now, some decisions come out of left field, and a lot of people, you know, scratch their heads and say, how could the judge arrive at this decision? Well, there's some judges who have given orders when they had no jurisdiction to give orders, and people couldn't appeal, and if the case was an appeal, they couldn't get somebody to look at the issue, and some people went up in jail illegally through void orders and what have you. Now, the judiciary has the protection of being dumb. That's if you're a dumb judge, you can get away with a lot of things. And a lot of people say, well, I didn't know the law was such. Now, compadrismo is not a proper word to use, I don't think. If somebody sells out for political support, then it's shameful, but it's very difficult to prove. These decisions are made, and if you don't have the money to appeal, well, you have to live with what decision the judge made on a custody issue, or on a property settlement, and these kind of things, because lawyers are expensive in Hidalgo County everywhere. The appellate courts exist to correct injustices, but a lot of injustices are not corrected because the poor people don't have the money to finance the expensive appeals.
This host is going to take the position of the person who actually wrote the question in place here, which was an Hispanic female. I'm of the opinion compadrismo perhaps is not something that's all that significant today since it was written by an Hispanic female, and the fact that this particular area is almost 90% Mexican American. Do you have a reaction to anything that Randy Karen said?
What's important here is that we treat every case the same, that we're fair across the board with each case, with each individual, whether it's a judicial judge, whether it's a district attorney. At the end of the day, what's important is that we don't play favoritism to anyone. Whether you're rich, whether what skin color, religion, or what political side you're on, at the end of the day, these cases are very important. They deal with human beings. They affect people's lives. So we shouldn't play politics or compadrismo on any type of case. We treat every case the same, and we give everyone a fair access to the justice system, whether it's a district attorney or whether it's a judicial judge.